Here's the snapback. Here's the kick. He's got the leg into it. If it is good, and it is! Austin scores! A 49-yard field goal, and Indiana leads 27-24.
Oh, it's an end around one to throw. Page looking at the quarterback, and it's a touchdown! Page times Leno!
Penix rolling out of the pocket to a strong hand. Delivers deep down the field. Caught, touchdown! Fry Fogel again.
Welcome to the OEO Podcast, Homecoming Edition. I'm your host, Michael Bragg. You can find me on Twitter. It's at Braggley, Braggley. And just like the Hoosiers, I don't schedule cupcakes for my Homecoming Edition. I've got my normal co-host, Brandon. You can find him on Twitter. It's at Brandon Dubich. Brandon spelled traditionally Dubich, D-U-B-I-C-H. What's up, Brando?
Excited to be going to the game this week. Excited to be tailgating with you. And excited for my wife to get in another fight with Michigan fans.
No, I'm just glad that Cade McNamara is no longer their quarterback. And so she can't. Was that what she was screaming?
No,
Cade.
Shay.
Shay. That's right.
For Shay Patterson.
Cade and Shay are
similar.
Awfully similar. They would be the same vowel sound if we were playing Word Munchers, if that doesn't date me at all. Wait, did you guys not play Word Munchers back in the day?
Oh,
no?
I definitely played. There was Math Munchers. There was Word Munch. There was Math Muncher. Like there was all different variations.
Seth, where he went to school, they didn't have computer labs or computers in general, probably. Speaking of Seth, he's here still. I think he just sits on the Zoom the whole time and just waits for Brandon and I to show up every couple days. That's producer Seth. You can block him on Twitter if you haven't done it already. It's at Say Top 5, SETAH5. What's up, Seth?
That is straight up slander. We played Spellevator.
Yeah, I've never heard of spell. Maybe I've heard of it, but I think
legit
that was like,
have not heard of Spellevator.
You had to suck up letters with a vacuum and spell out words.
Yes, I
and
do
then went
know
up
what
and down
talking
like
about.
Ladders. It was amazing.
I do know what you're talking about. And then they updated our
floppy
software.
disk. Yeah. You're younger than I am. Stop it.
That's true. That is true. Well, we are talking homecoming, the homecoming game. For some reason, we scheduled
it's Hoko. The kids say Hoko.
Sorry, Hoko. For some reason, we scheduled it against Michigan instead of Maryland. But you know, it's just kind of how it works.
Big noon kickoff.
That's right. Big noon kickoff. It is on a Saturday, guys. Again, I have to hammer this home just because how the season started. So it's on 10-8. It's a noon kickoff. It's Brandon's favorite time to kick the football off.
Love it.
Memorial Stadium, this time the real one in Bloomington, Indiana. Weather is, Brandon, it's football weather on Saturday. Mid 50s. Tailgating is going to be hanging around the 40s probably. Big sweatshirt kind of weather. I'm bring out the heaters. We'll be good, man. We'll be all set up. Heaters, when I say heaters, I'm not talking about cigarettes. I'm talking about like actual heaters.
Smoke.
So
just vape.
Yeah, right.
Just
Are they
kidding.
still doing that? Didn't it I don't think they're allowed to do that. I think they're back to smoking now. I don't know what they're doing.
I don't do either.
We'll see.
But speaking of football weather, did you hear Tom Allen's preferred weather today?
I didn't hear that. Mm-mm.
They asked, a reporter, I don't know who, asked them, hey, looks like we are going to be getting some fall weather. What is your favorite type of weather to play in? Tom's answer was very surprising. What do you think he said?
I was going to think
early Brando's Randos.
So based on his persona, you would expect probably mid 40s, rain, sleet, mud, just going after it. He's spent a lot of time in the South. I'm going to go with like hot, like 80s and sunny, probably.
You're not far off. He said 75 and sunny.
Well, it's just beautiful in general. So that was like today, right? 75 and sunny today. It was a nice day.
It was one of those where, you had to bundle up in the morning and then take it all off as the day went on. Well, hopefully not all off, or you probably met with HR, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get you. Shirtless Brandon. Don't forget about shirtless Brandon. We've had that before. So back to the game. Brandon said it a little bit earlier. It's big noon kickoff. The big noon kickoff show will be there. I think that means all of the scrubs that didn't make it in the NFL from the USC will be in Bloomington. I don't know if they're still doing that or not. The game's on Fox.
We're going to go check it out, right? We're going to go check out.
Probably.
We
I'll throw
got
something at
to.
Matt Weiner. Is he still doing that?
I think so.
I don't know what he's doing.
Producer
he's
Seth,
hanging
can
out
you
with
look? Can you look up who
I
works
thought it was
big
him
in
and
kickoff?
Reggie Bush.
Reggie Bush, and there might be another USC person. If he's not on it, he's hanging out in a hot tub with co-ed. So good for him, whatever he's doing.
I did just win my first bet. I bet no touchdown in the first quarter. I bet no touchdown in the second quarter. I bet no touchdown in the third quarter.
Oh my goodness.
I bet no touchdown in the fourth quarter, and I bet no touchdown for plus 8,000.
Okay.
So I'm 1 for 5 on my no touchdown bets.
As we're live talking the Colts Broncos Thursday night football game. We usually don't record on Thursdays, just a logistical thing again, where we're just grown-ups and we have things to do. So
how was Disney on Ice or whatever?
I don't know what it was yesterday. It was like Disney Junior on stage or something. Who knows?
Love Disney Junior.
Yeah.
It's just fantastic.
Right.
All right, here we go. Rob Stone, Matt Leinart, Brady Quinn, Urban Meyer, Bob Stoops,
Urban
Reggie
Meyer.
Bush,
And
Tom Rinaldi. Yeah, Bush.
I love Tom Rinaldi.
Yeah. Bush and Meyer might be in the same adjacent hot tubs.
Oh no, there's going to be so many Urban Meyer signs and chants.
There's going to be a lot of them. It's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot of the
Indiana
sheets
crowd
on the
can be
fraternity house.
ruthless.
Yeah.
Oh,
The sheets on the fraternity house for Urban Meyer are going to be bad. Okay, speaking of bad, the line for the game, IU plus 22.5 as of now. Over under may have changed a smidge. Let me check. Nope, still the same, 59.5. Those are courtesy of DraftKings. Previous meeting, Brandon, we seem to, no matter how, that was a bad team last year, but we seem to not knock on wood, touch wood, whatever you need to do. And everybody will, I'm sure, quote this later Saturday after the game. We seem to not get blown out by Michigan often. Granted, the series is very, very, very lopsided. Maybe the most lopsided of all Big Ten matchups. IU 10, Michigan 60, with no ties. And I can't remember. Oh, well, no, I can't remember.
We're 1-1 in our last
That's
two.
what I'm talking about. Exactly.
So this is the rubber match.
Yep. That's it. And we got them at home. That's right.
Rubber match at home.
The aggregate, I think they're winning the aggregate because I'm not sure we beat them by 22 last time. I don't think we did, but
aggregates only count for that sport.
Yeah. Well, it's football. It's a beautiful game. Yeah. So, speaking of not so beautiful, head coach Jim Harbaugh, he's the one that heads up the Michigan Wolverines. Their current record is 5-0 against a bunch of cupcakes and then 2 Big Ten squads. Colorado State destroyed them. Hawaii destroyed them. UConn destroyed them. Maryland, close game at home. And then at Iowa, they allowed 14 points to those suckers. That was pretty bad. So
I'm 1-1 betting against Michigan. I took Maryland in the points, won that bet. Then I took Iowa plus 12 and lost by a point.
Oof.
That was and Michigan had a late touchdown, like 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. So again, I'm betting against Michigan again. 1-1.
There you go.
Rubber match for me too.
Interesting rankings for Michigan offense and defense is impressive. But again, go back through what they played non-conference. And again, the first 4 games at home. So you got Colorado State, who is bad. Hawaii, we've talked about, is really bad. And UConn is really bad. And then they run into Maryland, who's got a really good defense or a really good offense and a bad defense. And
who's the quarterback?
Iowa.
For the
Tua's brother. So offensive rankings real quick. We'll run through these for Michigan. 32nd overall total offense, just to give everybody perspective. IU, who struggled kind of up and down all year. 83rd for IU. 13th in the country in rushing. That's the big thing. 221 yards per game. And they're 78th in passing. IU's 33rd, just to give a comparison. If you've seen any bit of Michigan this year, you know what to expect, and it's a lot of running the football. On defense, this is the scary part. 6th overall in total defense, allowing 252 yards per game, and 14th in rushing defense, allowing under 100 yards, under 95 yards, actually 94.2 yards per game. So doesn't matter, he says. Exactly.
We don't run the ball anyway.
Yeah, it's true. So let's talk about key players real quick, Brandon, and you can add to these, or we'll just alternate through them. I'll let you take the good ones. But quarterback JJ McCarthy took over. What happened with Cade McNamara? Seth,
JJ
do you know?
McCarthy's really good. Like
Is that all
really
it is?
good.
They tried to force the older guy to play, and they knew the younger guy was the better player.
Well, they've done that now for what, 2 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
And okay, so he's finally getting in there. I mean, this is a ridiculous completion percentage. Now, the yardage is you may get a chuckle out of. Again, they've played 5 games, so he's just under 80% completion percentage at 78.6. He's got 848 yards passing through 5 games, 6 touchdowns, no interceptions. So there's just not like, I guess what I wrote was he's just there to be there, to make easy throws, throw the ball when they're in third and manageable at that point. And then, they're not expecting him to go out and win the game. So yeah, that's pretty much their quarterback situation. Brandon, you want to talk about the running back?
Yeah, I mean, just to end on JJ McCarthy, he is definitely going to be playing on Sundays. Kind of hard because of how early to know if he's really a first round guy, but I think he's definitely. I think his like ceiling is a 2nd to 4th round guy. Right now, I think his ceiling is potentially a first round guy. Kind of like Seth or Michael said, like he doesn't have like this amazing arm, but he has enough legs to be like a threat, and he also is just extremely accurate. I mean, you're not 80% completion percentage and not accurate, obviously. So
was he number one? He was number one in his class, right?
At least
I
top 10.
think so.
I don't remember where. I mean, he was a 5-star.
Yeah,
like,
5-star.
Sure.
I got it, Seth.
So, and I think we still have at least one more. I think he's a red shirt freshman. So he should have 1 to 2 more years of JJ McCarthy, unfortunately.
Yeah, because he's got the COVID year. So if he wants it, he can. I think academically he's a junior, but
yes.
Yeah. But yeah, you're absolutely right. So Blake Corum, their running game. You want to talk a little bit about that?
I mean, absolute stud. This guy will also be in the NFL. He's an absolute bowling ball. He's averaging almost 7 yards per carry. He has 10 touchdowns. I mean, again, he doesn't do anything that's like overly impressive. He runs really hard, but he just like knows how to find the hole. His football IQ is off the charts, and you can really tell that by his touchdown percentage. Like when they get into the red zone, he just knows he has an eye for the end zone. And that's, kind of like football talk, but it really is true. I mean, he just 10 touchdowns in 5 games. That's absolutely bananas. He's really, really good. And he's the guy, spoiler alert, that I'm most worried about. Like, yeah. I think he could potentially get a 150, 200-yard game. He already has a 200-yard game. He did it against Maryland already. So
yeah, and I think that's to their. This is going to sound weird coming out of my mouth, but I feel like that's almost to the advantage of the other team. I know that sounds weird, right? But it's like, he ran for 200 yards against Maryland. It was a 7-point game. We've given up almost 200 yards to, what was his name? Chase Brown.
Yep. And
won the game. So I mean, I'm not saying we can give up 200 yards to beat Michigan. That can't happen. I think we lucked out. Well, we lucked out and then found out how good, was it Haskins last year?
Yeah. Hassan Haskins.
Yeah.
Plays for Tennessee.
Is that, yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
I think he's the 3rd string there in Tennessee.
Yep. So, Blake Corum, I think, was injured going into the game, got injured the first series or so, and then we never saw him. We haven't really seen him at all against IU. So a guy that we have seen plenty, and I've made and I don't use this very much for college kids, but he's not a kid. He's a full-grown adult with a beard. Ronnie Bell. He's not my favorite player. I actually wrote that I hate him, but that's not true. I don't know him. So, but he's like 7th year, whatever. He probably still goes to high school parties, stuff. I don't know. He just seems like a terrible person. And I'm sorry if he listens or if his family listens. I don't really know him. I'm just kind of playing a character here. 6 foot tall, 5th year senior. So nothing really stands out, but he's a ball player. He gets the ball. He can go across the middle. He's a gamer. That's all I can really say. He's only got 19 catches, 269 yards, and a touchdown so far this season, but he can also run the football a little bit, some jet sweeps, has scored a touchdown there as well. Anything to you outside of Ronnie Bell on the wide receiver side? I know that the tight end.
So just a little bit on Ronnie Bell. I mean, he is the focal point. He takes the defensive attention. That's why they constantly put him in motion. That's why they constantly put him in ISO, either at the top of the screen or the bottom of the screen. Like, you're right. He takes so much attention off the defense that allows Blake Corum to do that. That lets the tight end, who we're going to talk about next, do what he does. Ronnie Bell is the straw of the Michigan's drink there. He's really, really good. I mean, hate him all you want, but he's
not really good. He's okay. He's all right.
He's a stud.
He's okay. He's not that good. Tight end, yeah, you hinted at it. It's Luke. You can do Luke or you can do Schoon. Luke Schoonmaker. You can do either one. Luke Schoon. You can do that. Whatever you want to do. They had the other dude. Seth, can you help me out with their
Eric
All, right? Did he get injured?
Yeah, he's been injured for a couple of weeks now. He's supposed to be their top overall tight end. He's going to be a future NFL player too.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't play on Saturday, just selfishly. But Luke Schoonmaker's kind of turned it on here in the last couple of games. The big one was against Maryland a couple of weeks ago. He's got 14 catches, 162 yards, and a touchdown. But he hasn't done anything until the Big Ten season started. So against Maryland, a really bad defense, and against Iowa, which is one of the best defenses in the country, he's got 11 catches. And against Maryland, he was 7 catches for 72 yards and a touchdown. So another huge body, which we've talked about, probably beat it to death on this podcast, that IU seems to struggle with at the tight end position. And hopefully that's not something that gets exposed on Saturday. Do you want to talk defense, Brandon? Do you know much about their defense? If not, you can probably give it to Seth. It seems
it's absolutely loaded. I mean, their defense may be better than last year, and they were like the number one defense in the entire nation last year. It all starts with Junior Colson. Do you guys know the other Colson that played basketball for Notre Dame?
Bonzi.
Bonzi Colson.
That's right.
That's what I always think of when I hear his name. I just always think of Bonzi Colson. He's another guy that played college basketball for like 10 years.
Was he like the thick dude that was like,
he was like a 6'4" power forward.
Yeah.
That could like shoot threes, but also turn around fade.
Yeah. Speaking of, okay, so it's a tie-in for IU. So do you remember Crossroads Classic, the big comeback real late? Was he the one that almost drained like the half court shot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't that him? Okay.
Yep.
Right.
All right. Now I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he's an absolute tackle getter. And he's all over the place. He plays sideline to sideline. There's not much more of a sure thing than Junior Colson.
Yep. And then the only other guy I really checked out was a guy named Mike Morris, another linebacker who has 4 sacks on the season. Like nobody else on the team. I think there might be one other guy with 2, but and it might be Junior Colson, but Junior Colson is hands down the leader in tackles on that team and the leader on that defense. Not blown away by anything I saw in the secondary, which I think has been kind of a trend for them for a while, even if they've had a really good, highly ranked defense.
Jabril Peppers ain't there anymore.
That's true. But go ahead.
Yeah, and one of their best corners is a converted wide receiver. I think his name is Sandestril. He had 3 touchdowns as a receiver over his first 3 years. And he's now one of their top DBs.
Gotcha.
It's at least an interesting story, if nothing else.
Yeah. And I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure. Hopefully the one weakness on the team, the offensive line, as far as the IU side of the ball goes, can keep Baz upright enough, or at least keep him in the pocket enough to maybe even try to expose that part of it. Cause I don't know what your boy threw for. What did he throw for against Michigan? I've got it right here in a second. He threw for 207 yards, threw 2 picks and a touchdown, 20 of 30. So it's not great, but they still were within 7 points at the end of the game. So let's talk IU players to watch, Brandon. Let's let Seth go first. He didn't talk much. Seth, who do you got on offense?
Dude, I'm a broken record on this. I want to see who they trot out there on the offensive line. I want to see if they can manage to keep like you said, Baz upright. I think that's the biggest limitation the offense has. So I really want to see some progress being made to address the pass rush and also help in the running game.
Perfect. Brandon?
Bad Baz, no chance. I mean, this needs to be Baz's best game. He needs a bounce back game because Nebraska was by far his worst. I think he's really beat himself up about it, which I like. Right. I think he hasn't checked out. He hasn't given up. So I think this game, maybe because it's homecoming, maybe because of last week, I don't know. I think we're gonna learn a lot about Baz in this game. Not only his like intestinal fortitude, but also against the best defense he'll face all year. So I'm going to be watching Baz when I'm in the stands. I think the big thing is he needs to stay in that pocket. When he starts scrambling, the tackles completely let him down because honestly, he puts the tackles in a really bad spot. And that's when most of his interceptions come. He needs to stay in the pocket. And yes, he is going to get hit and Michigan's going to hit him hard. But that's when he's made his best throws, is when he stays in the pocket and steps into his throw. When he's falling back on his back foot or falling to his left or falling to his right, disaster. And also the dude also just needs to learn to take a sack. I mean, I know you've been beating the drum that we haven't really given a lot of sacks because he hasn't stayed in the pocket. He's ran out and cut the field into a third.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's hurt the offense. I think he needs to learn, stay in the pocket. And if you have to take a sack, pull a Peyton Manning and just fall down, right? Like live to see another day, but keep the whole field in play. So yeah, I mean, my guy, it starts and ends with Baz for me.
Okay. Well, I think part of the problem in Nebraska, which I know part of the problem in Nebraska was not having his two top receivers. So hopefully having both of them back, and specifically Cam Camper, who I cannot hammer home enough, was top 5 in the country.
So Cam should be back, but I think DJ today during the press conference, he said Tom said he was officially questionable, which means he's out.
Yeah.
Right. That's just sportsmanship saying that he's a questionable. So I think Cam should play, but yeah, I think it's another week without DJ.
I think in at that point, I mean, maybe they can use Jalen in some of the packages where they've needed DJ Matthews here in the last couple of weeks. But at the same time, the gamesmanship could go the other way, Brandon. I mean, the guy did try to warm up last week and was knocked out in warm up. So maybe they'll run him through warm ups and see what he's doing.
Whoa, don't say knocked out in the game where Naeem Hines got knocked out.
Oh, sorry. It's just we're not in the game, but just watching it. It's okay. It's all right. But back to Cam Camper. So IU's going to need somebody to throw the ball to that's going to, one, catch it, and two, be effective with the ball, a big body, and can show up. I mean, give Baz a trusty target to go to when he's going to be under pressure pretty much the entire game, I'm assuming. So on defense, Seth,
you could literally list any single player on the defensive team at this point. I'm going to go with the cheat here, and I'm going to say, because I assume it's going to be multiple people who are lining up across from Ronnie Bell. It's whoever covers him. The crossing routes have been a nightmare for IU for multiple years now. And guess who's a cross route specialist? It's Ronnie Bell. So whoever's chasing him around all day, that's who my eyes are going to be glued to, because that's be a big indicator as how far and how fast their offense is moving.
Yeah. So, Brandon, who do you have?
So, yeah, I mean, Seth kind of took mine, but I have Mullen. He has to stop giving up touchdowns. Coach Allen actually addressed that today. A reporter didn't ask to name players, but they asked what his thoughts were on all the big plays. And he says with Mullen, it comes down to technique. He's relying too much on his athleticism and not on his coaching. And he needs to go back to like remembering his technique. He says, he's playing. So, and then the other thing, he also said Jalen Williams needs to communicate better. He said his problems is he is not reading what the linebacker is calling, and all of Jalen Williams' issues have been all communication. And he said that is disappointing for senior leaders to doing two things that honestly shouldn't happen. So Tom doesn't call out players much. When he normally does, it's seniors. So again, I think you're going to find out a lot about Taiwan and Jalen when their coach, who I can't remember the last time he called out players by name. See how they respond. So I loved that by Tom because I think Taiwan can definitely take it. We'll see if Jalen can.
He should. I mean, he's been there long enough. He knows he's been through every year with Tom Allen. He should know what's expected and what he can dish out. So some players that he probably didn't talk about, at least in that light, is who I'm going to be watching. So if you're talking about a team that runs the football, I kind of cheated and I wrote down 3 people, and I thought maybe you guys would take one of the 3 people. But Cam Jones, Aaron Casey, and Matt Holt is who I'm going to be watching. And I can't believe I had to throw Matt Holt in there. You could take him out and put Noah Pierre if you wanted to, but Matt's been really good against the run, really outside of maybe like last week. I think maybe he had kind of a down game. Whether he was carrying an injury or not, I'm not sure, but we didn't see a lot of him really outside of the second or the first half. But Michigan's great at one thing, and you're not going to stop it, but you got to slow it down. And those are the 3 people that are going to do it.
Completely agree. Do you know why I think we truly lost to Nebraska? It was the 2 big plays. It was the 2 big touchdowns. Right. So like, you're right. Like, honestly, if we let Blake Corum run all over us, we're not going to have a chance, but you're right. I mean, I think almost the exact opposite can also be true. If we let Michigan have easy touchdowns, easy walk-in 75-yard touchdowns, this game's over.
Mm-hmm.
This game's absolutely over. Like whether it's 1 or 3. So
yeah, totally.
I'm okay with them going, honestly, 10 plays for 7 minutes and they run the ball all the way down and score, because we need to play a low possession, like drawn out game, right? Mm-hmm. That's how you beat a team. You can't let a team score in 45 seconds like we let Nebraska do.
Yeah.
I mean, it only happened twice, but that's twice too often.
Yeah. And you said it, and I didn't bring it up whenever we recorded the post game because I was still a little upset about it, but they only gave up 5 plays over 15 yards against Nebraska the entire game. And I guess I haven't really like dug into it that much, but Tom Allen was happy with that. Like, that's very good, I guess, for him, is 5 dynamic plays over 15 yards for the game. But the problem was 3 of those plays were touchdowns. And that was what he stuck out. He was like, that's the biggest issue. It's not having 5 plays over 15 yards, throughout a game. Think about anything. Think about Idaho. Even last year in 2021, they had 5 plays over 15 yards. That's not a problem, but they weren't anywhere near us in that game. And none of those big plays, none of those dynamic plays over 15 yards were touchdowns from what I can remember. So, the defense has not played well, but, maybe they took a small step forward last week, without looking at the scoreboard. And we'll see how it translates. Special teams, I think we might all have the same person, but we'll see. What do you got, Seth?
This is going to be a James Evans game.
Okay.
I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of punts and a lot of field position is going to be on the line. So if you can flip the field position a couple times, that's going to be something you're going to need to minimize on, or to maximize on any opportunities they give you.
Brandon?
Yeah, so I agree with that. I didn't have him, but like, we gotta pin them inside the 10 like 3 or 4 times, right? Like, that just needs to happen. We can't have like net punts of 30 yards, net punts of 35 yards. Like, we need to make them go 90, 95 yards. I think that is absolutely mandatory. Good pick, Seth. I think everyone at this point knows our red zone percentage. I'm not going to make this a Walt Bell podcast, but I picked Chucky because we're going to need every point we can get. I mean, ultimately, we're going to need touchdowns, not field goals. But knowing this offense a third of the way in the season, we're going to be kicking field goals, and we just need Chucky to hit every single one of them.
Yeah. I was wrong when I didn't have either one of those picks. So I got Jalen Lucas. I mean, we've talked about getting him the ball on the offense. We know he's returning kicks now. He's not going to be returning any punts, but returning kickoffs. And if IU stands a chance in this game, which they do technically an 8% chance according to ESPN, but a special teams touchdown or a defensive touchdown, I think, is a must. I'm not saying that our offense can't score points. We've seen them score points. But, against that good of a defense, there has to be points from a different side of the ball. So anything else you guys want to add on this, and then we can move on? Nope. Okay, super quick word from our sponsor. It's Monon Track Club. If you didn't already know it, MTC is Indiana's running brand built on a deep love for the sport and the Hoosier State. They craft products, tell stories, and create experiences that aim to celebrate, support, and add to Indiana's running culture. Check out the link in the show notes for more details on their club runs and to shop their sick gear, from shirts to hoodies to koozies. As a thank you to our listeners, they're offering 10% off your order. Use promo code LEO10 at checkout. That's LEO10. Now, back to the show and everybody's favorite part, Brando's Randos. He's already knocked one out, so don't get too excited. What do you got, Brando?
So I mentioned it at the beginning. I'm back. I'm making my triumphant return to the tailgate fields. Before I tell you guys what is my favorite tailgate activity, I want to know what your guys' favorite tailgate activity is.
Besides drinking beer at, I don't know, the ass crack of dawn, watching you do dizzy bat is my favorite tailgate activity.
That's also my favorite activity. I love dizzy. I love chugging beer. I love playing sports. Those are two things you put together, and it's dizzy bat. So, all the years I've done it, I've only smoked one car. I've smoked no humans. I hope both of those streaks continue. But yeah, I'm super stoked to do dizzy bat again. It's been too long. Seth, what's your favorite tailgate activity?
I don't know if I have a favorite one, but playing flip cup a couple weeks ago just piqued my anxiety in a way that I haven't been too long since I've played. I was out of out of practice. Yeah,
you were bad. You were really bad.
And then once the first one didn't hit, it went sheer panic mode after that.
Yeah, anxiety kicked in for you, and I was just sitting there just in pure embarrassment.
You went Matt Ryan when you see any kind of edge rusher.
I think it only took it like 3 times, but it was like, it was pucker butt 3 times.
You know what, though? You weren't as bad as the Cincinnati guy.
Yeah.
So we didn't talk about this, but at the Cincinnati game, Seth and I got pulled over into another IU tailgate, which was great. And there was a part of the family were Cincinnati people as well, but one of them was like clearly a college student with his girlfriend. This kid couldn't flip a cup if his life depended on it. When he flipped the cup, I'm talking about, it's like 10 feet up in the air, Brandon, every single time. And we're like, dude, you just touch it. Like, you don't really flip it. Like, you just touch it and like kind of, just barely, just give it a little bit. And every time it was like worse and worse and worse. So it made Seth feel a little bit better about himself. But
yeah, I mean, he was flipping that thing like it was like an Eastern European gymnast in the 80s. It was just like head over head over head.
Oh my gosh. All right, Brandon, what do you got?
All right. I have not been to the stadium in a little over a calendar year. What is the one thing I'm going to be impressed about when I walk into Memorial Stadium? What's new? What am I going to see? Is it the concession stands? Is it anything else they've added? Like, what am I going to be like? Oh yeah, that's new. I like it.
There's a lot of games now. So there's like a lot of like
interaction, activity,
a lot of interaction. There's like there's the Brian Kelly spinny camera thing that you can do. There's like penalty kicks. There's free throw shots. There's, throw the ball through the hoop things. Like there's all that stuff set. I mean, it's mainly kid stuff, but there's all that set up in there. You've got basically everything that they used to have, Brandon. If you remember when it used to just be walk up to, like you just walked up at the south end zone section, the fan zone that was up there. All that stuff that was up there is now down in the north end zone underneath the main walkway area. And so you've got all the uniforms are set up on the mannequins and like all of that cool stuff down there. But other than that, I mean, they talked about more beer throughout the stadium. I haven't seen it because I don't go anywhere outside of our section. So,
right.
But those lines seem to
what
be
about what about our seats? Am I going to be impressed by our seats?
Yeah, I think so. They're quite close. They're quite close.
That's awesome.
And they're right above the tunnel that the players run into at halftime at the end of the season, and right where, or at the end of the game, and right where they sing the fight song.
Yep, it's right there. So
Cuckoo, cuckoo.
and our friend from Hoosier Ticket Project. I don't know if her seats are there in the front. Is she right there in front of us? Right, 2 rows in front of us. Amanda Pavelka is 2 rows in front of us, which is the first row in that section. So, so she will probably be there. So there you go. What's next, Brandon?
I love the maize and blue colors, but they got me thinking about what's the best color combination in the Big Ten.
Oh man, in the Big Ten, there's no fun ones, really.
Yeah, there's some weak ones.
I kind of, you know what? This is gonna stink. I kind of like Illinois. I like blue and orange. I've always liked blue and orange for some reason.
I like Penn State's all whites too.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about like jersey combination.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, like a little bit of both, like, right? Like color combination, jersey.
But I also feel like you could do a lot of fun things with Northwestern's jerseys and they haven't done anything. Like purple and black's pretty cool. I like that. I don't know, but that's it really. Like you're not getting like coastal Carolina colors or anything cool like way off the map.
Or like when Ole Miss goes baby blue.
Yeah.
Yeah. The first one that came to mind for me was Illinois, and then Penn State was the second one that came to mind, especially when you said all whites.
Yeah, when you went to the
fan
uniform,
of the all whites.
Yeah, weird enough. That's a pretty cool.
But colors alone, I'd lean towards Illinois.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm biased. I obviously like my high school colors from maize and blue.
Yeah.
It also was my high school song was "Hail to the Victors."
I know. You talk about this as much as you can. We know.
What is your guys' favorite non-Purdue, non-IU fight song? USC's pretty famous.
Hold on, I'll get this out of the way.
You're gonna say it.
I don't even know Purdue's fight song. Don't know. I know the tune generally, but I grew up on the Indiana fight song from Breaking Away. So that'll always forever be one I know and like, even though I have no association with it personally.
I don't want to do this. I'll just pick Michigan. I'm just going to pick Michigan. I'll pick Michigan because I was going to pick another team in Indiana, but I don't want to do that.
All right. Last question. And I think I bring
not Purdue. I was talking about the other team, the other team, the team of which we don't speak. Seth.
There was a movie about this school. Maybe like a couple, but I was thinking of.
Do you have another rando?
I do.
Can I squeeze one in before I forget it?
Yes.
Is Blake Corum the best running back we're going to see?
No.
Do you think we've already seen the best running back?
No. Ooh, yes. Dude, the Penn State guy is really good.
I think Chase Young is the best running back.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that Penn State's 2, Chase Brown 1, Singleton
Chase Young
2,
is a country singer, I think.
And then Corum 3.
No, Chase Young was the defensive end from Ohio State, who's with the Commanders.
Chase Rice, former North Carolina linebacker, is the country singer I was thinking of.
So Berger hasn't had the last couple of games go very well for him, but I always thought he was gonna be really good, or was.
Dude, Jalen Berger hasn't played. Jalen, where is he at?
Michigan State.
Nah, man. Okay. Dude had a thick booty when he was in Wisconsin.
Okay.
As a true freshman. I thought the same thing. I thought that dude was going to be running over people for years, like Melvin Gordon and Jonathan Taylor, like that kind of a running back. Then he got off the field trouble, right? And then he was kicked off the team or transferred, one of the two. But yeah, no, he can't. It's not the same kind of offensive line up there, Seth.
And you guys don't play Wisconsin, so Braylon Allen would be off. Yeah, you're probably right.
I wish we played Wisconsin this year.
I'd say Corum and Brown are probably the 1-2 that you guys face.
What's Ohio State rocking? Well, Penn State's got a good running back too, right? But he's just a true freshman.
Yeah. Ohio State has 2 really good. They have Williams and Henderson, who are both like super studs.
Oh, we know Henderson. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Last question. Did I win Homecoming King in 2006?
I feel like the only reason you're asking is because you didn't.
Or it's a trick question. It was actually like 2007.
I feel like you should have, but you didn't.
Because you had to play football and they wouldn't let the Homecoming King be football player.
Had to be the quarterback, not the cornerback.
I did not win Homecoming King.
Yes. Some pretty boy basketball player. Yeah. He was 5'11", point guard.
Gave it to a soccer player. Ooh, no, I can't.
It's actually a cross country runner.
Oh, really? Even worse.
Anyway, that's all I got.
I'm sorry for you, Brandon. I
All
know
right.
that's
All right, Seth. Let's get into your sack here, bud. Oh,
all
what a
right.
catch.
Here's one of the things to watch is Michigan does a great job utilizing their gadget players. Like they obviously have their starters who they go to, but you'll see a 6th or 7th or 8th receiver all of a sudden pop up for a nice play. And I predict that continues against IU. And it's one of those things that I wish Walt Bell figured out a little bit more. Two near guarantees with Harbaugh teams. They have great offensive line and great tight ends. I know we already talked about Schoonmaker and Eric All being
and
hurt.
Berger's tight end.
Or big end. Here's one. I was looking at JJ McCarthy's picture. He looks a lot like a young Michael Shannon.
Michael Shannon. Yeah. Help me with that. Michael Shannon.
He was the bad guy in Superman. He was
just
in
Google
the
it.
show Boardwalk Empire.
Yeah. He's like 19 years old in
this guy. I know
Groundhog Day.
He's in
Yeah, he's the groom.
Yep.
he's in stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's in a lot of stuff.
He's in stuff for sure.
Here's some other fun news and notes. They have 7 quarterbacks who have thrown a pass.
I know what I know him from. Sorry. He's like the weird boyfriend stepdad or whatever in 8
Ozark.
Mile. 8 Mile.
Oh, he's not in Ozark.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Guy.
Sorry. Keep going.
The 2 things you left off on their stats were they are top 6, as in ranked 6th in both offensive and defensive scoring.
Oh, yeah, I
averaging-
didn't look up scoring. Yeah.
Giving up a little over 11 points per game and scoring. I think I took it down. I think it was like 45 or 47 points.
I want to look up the combined record of their non-conference. Continue. Go
it's
ahead.
bad. It's bad. As of last week, at least, Omar Cooper was still listed as the number 1 punt returner on the 2 deep. So I'm starting to question whether or not he's actually redshirting. But I didn't see him play, so I'm trying to figure that one out. That'll be ongoing.
I'm sorry. Colorado State got their. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. Colorado State got their absolute earmuffs, kids. Shit kicked in by Sacramento State, 41-10. That is one of the teams that Michigan played this year. Go continue. Go ahead. I'm going to find whoever UConn lost to today or lost to this year too.
That's all I had. So, I mean,
UConn. So, by the way, Colorado State 0-4. UConn 0 and.
No, they won. They won their first. They won their
like
first FBS game in I don't know, 10 years.
It was. They beat Fresno State.
Fresno State.
But they also beat and I did not know this was a real school. I used this as like a sarcastic school. They beat Central Connecticut State.
Yeah, the Blue Devils.
Yes. So
Isn't
they
that
are
Delaware. No, that's
2-3.
Blue something.
Hornets.
They are 2-3. And Hawaii won a game.
Yeah.
Hawaii has won a game. Hawaii beat
UC
Duquesne.
Davis.
They beat Duquesne, but they've also lost to New Mexico State, Michigan, Vanderbilt 63-10, and our friends in Western Kentucky 49-17. So the combined record 0-4, 2-5 or 2-3. So that's 2-7, and then 1-4. 1-4. So 3-11 combined non-conference record for Michigan. So take the stats as you will. We'll find out. And I think we may find out the hard way on Saturday, but we'll see. Speaking of that, Seth, are you done?
I am.
Predictions.
You ready for this?
No, I'm not, because Brandon already dropped his on me, so it can't get any worse.
I changed it.
Yeah, it can't get any worse. So
all right. Well, I think this will be the least frustrating game of the season, because where in other games the talent level dynamic was either pro Indiana or at least fairly even. This game, the difference in talent and scheme will be obvious. Harbaugh will use this as a statement game, and his team will respond. IU forces a lot of long time consuming drives, but I think this is one of the 2 games that on paper IU has no chance. Michigan 38, Indiana 3. And Harbaugh bitches about giving up a late field goal to ice the shutout.
We score at least once. Okay. All right, Brandon.
So yeah, I said it in the beginning of the show. I'm not gonna change that. I do think IU covers by 1.5. Michigan 38, IU 17. And I think Michigan comes out to like maybe a 17-20 lead. And it's kind of just cruise control. And it's kind of a push in the second half. And that's what Harbaugh's mad about. He's mad he gives up 17 second half points. And that's what he's yelling about and is all mad in the post-game press conference.
Guys.
You're about to complete your second touchdown this quarter.
Yes. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Guys.
And I'm halfway to hitting plus 8,000. That would be the highest bet I've ever hit ever.
Guys,
I'm like mad I only put $5 down.
I'm going to continue to say guys until you stop talking. Guys, it's homecoming. It's IU. People are coming back. We got to show up, and we got to let the world know that Michigan's pretty good. And with that, for the first time, along with Brandon, I have IU taking a loss, but not so fast, my friend.
Someone's obsessed today.
Yeah. I said this earlier. It doesn't matter. I don't think talent gap matters when this game comes around. I mean, we went to 4 overtimes. I'm pretty sure with like, I don't even know who was our quarterback at that time. Maybe Xander Diamont with Michigan at home. We always play Michigan tough. We had that with the game with the Willis kid and Ben Chappell. We had no chance in that game, and that game was close. I think we keep it close, though. Michigan wins 34, IU 24. Seth will put it on the poll. I might not win this one. We'll see. Anything else you guys want to add on this game before we?
So excited to be tailgating. I'm so
right?
excited to drink with you. I thought it was going to be last weekend. It wasn't. Seth had to endure my drinking. Now you get to. So be excited.
Yeah, I am excited. Are we going early? We're getting down there early, or what are we doing?
You tell me. I have a babysitter from 8 to 5. So before my day even starts, I'm $150 down the drain. So I can leave as early as 8 o'clock. I bet you're probably leaving closer to 6:30.
I will be there at 8 o'clock. Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm probably looking to get there around 9:30, depending on traffic.
Sure.
So
okay. Yeah, we can make it happen. And again, everybody that listens to the pod, or even if you don't listen to the pod and somehow somebody tells you, more than welcome to swing on by, hang out. You don't have to hang out. It's fine. You just come by, have a shot. Give you a shot. We'll do whatever we want. It's fine. We'll give you some food. We'll give you a shot. Whatever you want to do. Shake our hand, take a picture, whatever you want to do. No problem. Yeah, that's it, man. Sorry for like the C-level performance today. I've been kind of watching my Colts put on a C-level performance as well. Maybe a D-, like as the same time as we're recording. But we'll get this out tomorrow as soon as we can. Be sure to check out the pod. It's on Twitter. It's at Podcast LEO. Be sure to download, rate, review on all of our platforms. I mean, we're everywhere. If we're not somewhere, we're just not on the TikTok. We're not on the Instagrams, as they say. We stopped with
we're not on OnlyFans.
Not yet. Seth is. But either way, man, we love you guys. LEO.
Elio.
Awesome day. Leo. Thank you so much, Rick. I appreciate that. Leo. All right, great. Leo. Appreciate you guys. Leo. You're welcome, Dave. Have a great day. Leo. Have a great day. Leo. Appreciate you being here with us. Have an awesome day. And Leo. Oh, thank you so much. Leo. Well, thanks so much, Leo. Hey, thanks so much, Mike. Appreciate that. Leo. Appreciate you guys, man. Have an awesome day. Leo. Awesome. Leo.